Welcome to the Andy Meadows Show. I'm your host, Andy Meadows. Later in the show, we'll talk to a ghost. We've also got a good redneck roundtable coming up where we'll discuss hunting snakes, Taylor Swift on new heights, and pooping in other people's houses. But first, your headlines. After a meeting with President Zelensky and European allies, Trump is keen on facilitating a high-stakes meeting between Zelensky and Putin to broker a peace deal that would end the war in Ukraine. Love or hate Trump, you have to root for peace here, if for no other reason than the fact that a high percentage of OnlyFans models are Eastern European. More financial fallout from the Cavallari-Cutler split. Since her divorce in 2020, Kristen Cavallari, I don't care, has claimed that she was the main breadwinner, and former NFL QB Jay Cutler didn't give her any seed money for her Uncommon James brand, and then she got nothing from Cutler after they separated. Basically, he gave her exactly what he gave the Bears for the final 2 years of his contract. If you purchased shrimp at Walmart recently, you might want to break out the Geiger counter. They issued a warning saying that radioactive contamination may have slipped into their frosty crustaceans in 13 states. Luckily, I'm safe while I do shop at Walmart for the prices and the people watching. Shout out to peopleofwalmart.com. I don't eat shrimp because they're disgusting with or without radiation. A group of sex experts, or sexperts, I guess, released a list of 25 essential questions to spice up your sex life, including what's your name again, and are you sure you're not going to drug me and steal my kidney? Just kidding. Neither of those are in there. Should be. The real questions range from asking about favorite ways to initiate intimacy to inquiring about fantasies that remain unshared. Once you're married, the main sex question is, are all the kids asleep? The new America's Team documentary about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys hit Netflix last night. Since I'm a Cowboys superfan, I, of course, watched it, despite the fact that I'm incredibly frustrated with how they're handling the Micah Parsons contract situation right now. Honestly, it's pretty good, though. But they conveniently leave out his shenanigans with cocktail waitresses and how to this day no one on his staff has told him what a glory hole is.
I want me some glory hole.
Chris, do you still have redneck facts saved up?
I guess so. I probably could come up with something.
Rob, do you have one?
I don't plan very well for your podcasts. I just show up.
You know what? I read the topics thing briefly, and the girls are talking about it upstairs, so I had to leave because they were like, I don't think you could beat this animal. I don't think. Oh, whatever.
See, we should have them on.
Yeah, you can do that next week. You do have to do a female perspective sometimes, so that you have two females on with you.
Bonnie said she likes it when we have the third guest as a female.
Yeah.
More. And since Bonnie is our only fan, we need to cater to her.
Bonnie and Dad are your only listeners.
All right. Welcome back, Aunt Bonnie. I'm glad you...
The show we're doing just for you. Literally just for you.
I hope it entertains you.
Yeah. Since this is the Redneck Roundtable, we're going to go around the table and let everyone introduce himself and tell us one thing that qualifies them as a redneck. I'll start. Oh, and by the way, that's another comment I saw on social media is that we never introduce who we are. Obviously, I say who I am, but here's my redneck fact. I used to own a boat, which automatically qualifies you as a redneck.
Okay. How about this? Have you ever had to have this is for all of us, but slip and slide with no actual slip and slide, just mud?
Yeah, well,
that was already a fact. You clearly haven't been watching the episodes.
Yeah. I was not your third listener that week. Sorry.
Yeah, Chris brought that up, how we used to turn the yard into a slip and slide.
Totally. It was between first base it was between home plate and the pitcher. We had because we used to play baseball in the yard all the time. Of course, we had worn down the base paths, and that's what we used for slip and slides.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't even get us some of that, drop cloth plastic for it.
I would have picked the rocks out either, and so you'd half the time get caught on a rock, and it was.
That's half the fun, dodging the rocks. I sold that boat and I only lost $50.
Really?
Because everybody
not counting how much stuff you put into it money wise.
All the time.
No, I did most of the stuff on it myself. One time I had to pay $800 to have all the hoses replaced because if you don't use the right kind of gas, it eats through the
$850 on the boat.
$850. But I changed the always changed the propeller myself and winterized it myself, so it really didn't cost me that much.
Did you change the propeller or did Jill?
No, I literally did because I watched a YouTube on it.
I remember I was at his house one time, and he had parked the boat backwards, and he was freaking out because he wasn't sure how he was going to get it turned around. So I just went out and turned it around for him. It was that light. It was not like, how do you do that? I'm like, it weighs like 50 pounds here.
Yeah, but I'm not a giant like you are.
Whatever.
We were at Lake Belton, and that's the place. Lake Belton is where I almost died on that boat, and Mom started laughing, and Jill realized that that's how she reacts to tragic situations.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was in the back of the boat, and I had a cooler full of beer, and I slipped, fell. The cooler almost hit me in the head, and my head, from the boat was on the trailer, so I'm like pretty decently high up, and my head falls like 2 inches from a concrete pole that would have just killed me if I'd have hit it. And Jill comes running out of the truck scared, and Mom's
laughing at you. Yeah.
She's going to get mad that I...
She would have laughed at Dad if she'd saw him fall from the ladder, but...
Yeah, that's...
It was the after the fact that...
But what I was talking about Belton is it rained the night before, and I was trying to figure out how to get water out of the boat, and Jill's like, there's a hill right over there. Park it on the hill. Take the plug out. I'm like, oh, yeah. Chris, do you have any redneck facts left?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Chris Meadows. He wanted us to introduce ourselves. He says it every time, but he doesn't actually let us introduce ourselves. I remember when we were kids, and a form of entertainment was also to go hunting underneath like pieces of plywood for whatever had gone underneath it. Snakes,
we would leave
scorpions.
Yeah, and we'd make you pick it up and we'd shoot it.
Yeah. We would like purposely leave plywood out in the woods just so that you could find things underneath it.
Yeah.
That's pretty redneck.
Kill the snakes. With that, we had that little 410 snake
hand or a foot or something.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get rid of the snakes, man. And that way, at least they all collect in the same.
But I don't think it was for that purpose. I think it was just more for entertainment. For your entertainment, probably. I think it scared me crapless, but.
Remember when I'm sure if this happened today, I'd be on some watch list, but when I rounded up all the black widows and I put them in a jar and I was going to make poison darts to kill birds with.
Remember that one, but that sounded like something you would have done.
And Mom and Dad found the jar and they're like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "It's for my poison darts." And they're like, "Oh, great." Wish we could afford therapy. Let's just take him to church. Maybe Jesus will get it out.
I remember when Mom caught a tarantula and let us play with it. That was fun. It's crazy that she would just be like, "Okay, here's a tarantula. Have some fun."
Well, and then we read somewhere that they could jump 3 feet. And we're like, oh, man, we probably shouldn't have done that. Rob, did you, was mudslide your redneck fact?
Yeah, well, it's mudslide. But yeah, I also remember the hunting with rocks. That was great. Yeah.
Hunting with rocks?
Yeah, we'd make Chris pick up the rocks and we'd shoot under the rocks or the plywood or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told the mini bike story about how you bet me I couldn't go down the driveway on the mini bike with my eyes closed, and I made it about halfway.
Before you ran into something, yeah.
Before I ran into something.
Well, what about this? One time we were going for a trip with our old boat up to a lake, and I think we were going to Lake Belton or something, and the Purdums were with us, and we blew out a tire on the way, and we had to pull over and park the boat, and then they went into town to get the tire. And the only thing we had in the car was warm beer. So all of our kids got to drink a warm beer while we were waiting.
Hey, you know, that was actually smart because I didn't drink beer until later, probably, sophomore in high school. But I didn't drink beer for a while because the beer was so terrible.
Oh, yeah. Warm Coors Original is not great. And not just warm, it was hot.
Rob, did you say who you are?
Oh, sorry, Rob Meadows. I'm the older brother.
And you live where?
I live in Astoria, Oregon. It's far.
It looks like you live in a
north as you can get.
bunker.
I do. This is my office in the basement. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does look like a doomsday prepper bunker.
It is a little bit. Yeah. I did watch part of that podcast though.
Yeah, she's hilarious. So did you see the guy arrested for throwing a Subway sandwich at a federal agent?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah,
He threw a Subway sandwich. Was it like? That's what I'm always, when they throw the milkshakes on the politicians or that. Are you preparing for that, or does it just happen to be what you have to throw at them at the time? Are you like, I'm totally going to get a foot-long tuna so that I can stink this guy up? Or are you just like, it's lunchtime and then you randomly see him and you're like, oh, I got to throw something at him. I don't understand that process. I want to know the backstory a little bit
planned. Come on.
Well,
I think it's unplanned.
In the video, it doesn't look like he planned at all.
Well, and if it's and Subway's kind of terrible, so
yeah,
maybe that inspired him to throw.
But he's like, now I got to get another lunch too,
Where's the?
Or they probably arrested him and they're feeding him. So maybe he got something better than Subway.
He's getting charged with a felony. So,
for throwing a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, you don't throw anything at a cop as a general rule, but at a federal agent.
Somebody got arrested for squirting baby oil on a person. It wasn't even a cop. Remember
I
that?
feel like baby oil is more of an offense than a sandwich.
True.
Yeah. In her defense, and I know I was the one arrested for squirting someone with baby oil. I think we've already told that story.
Have you? Okay, good.
Yeah. No, but that's fine. But in her defense, it did go in her eye, so I probably should have been. I mean, that baby oil squirted in your eye aggressively.
Yes, it's not a good
Can't
thing.
be pleasant.
Yeah.
What's Subway? So it's Subway is part of my theory on why he threw it, because Subways are terrible. What's a sub sandwich that's too good to throw at anybody?
Firehouse.
Firehouse.
I love the Firehouse sub.
Jersey Mike's not bad, but Firehouse is my favorite for sure.
Jersey Mike's is mine. I think Jersey Mike's is phenomenal. I used to say Jimmy John's, but now Jersey Mike's is. I think that's.
I don't know if I've ever had Jersey Mike's.
It's good.
I think they finally do have one in Alaska. I'll have to find it.
Yeah. Well, Danny DeVito does a commercial, so they're good.
Yeah. There's a New York deli that just opened down the street that the sandwiches are just freaking insane. He's got New York prices, but
it was like the guy that threw his shoe at Bush. Like, at least you're like, okay, let me find something. I got a shoe. Okay, there we go. I'll throw that. Keep eating my sandwich and fling the shoe.
You got to respect Bush's skills at dodging that, though. Love or hate his politics. I mean, he's
That's probably back from his Ranger days,
How did that guy not get taken out? The guy that threw the shoe. You would think that the Secret Service would be on that.
Probably because it was W, and he was like, "Hey, it's funny."
That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Now he's walking around without a shoe. He's got that limp.
Have you seen any of W's artwork?
It's
No.
9th grade level.
It's pretty terrible, but I mean, it's kind of cool that it's him painting it.
He does it, yeah.
And he signs it 43 at the bottom is how he signs the thing. But some of it's like surrealist. I don't know what the style is. Terrible. I mean, it's pretty terrible stuff. But
there's museums are filled with terrible paintings. So
absolutely,
yeah.
If it's somebody that enjoys it, it can be art.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Well, and everybody starts terrible, so maybe he'll get better.
What gets me are the guys that get really, really good and then start making terrible artwork because they're like, okay, I've done the realistic stuff. Now I'm just making crap.
Yeah.
I was dating a girl who was kind of frou-frou, and she drugged me to a art gallery for a showing for some friend of hers that was doing, and his art was awful. And so everyone was walking around pretending like everything's amazing. And so I took a fire extinguisher. There was a fire extinguisher on the wall, and since we were backstage talking to the guy, I saw he had a little price thing that wasn't used. So I took and I stuck it next to the fire extinguisher, and someone tried to buy the fire extinguisher.
Of course.
because it was like
You were like the
conceptual,
original
stupid
tape
art.
a banana to the wall guy.
Yeah.
Could have made millions.
I think there was probably somebody like me at that guy's show, and he just was so hard-headed. He's like, no, I meant to sell that banana. Because didn't it go for like an insane amount of money?
It was millions, yeah.
Yeah.
No connection to reality whatsoever.
Yeah.
Did you did you watch Taylor Swift's appearance on the Kelsey Brothers podcast?
I did not see that, no. I saw like a clip, like an initial, here's Taylor showing up, but
So it set a record for concurrent YouTube streamers.
Well, yeah, because all those Swifties have to jump on,
yeah, but they're like,
that's a good way to get their podcast, more. I mean, it's already a hugely popular podcast, but they just added,
So I should bring Taylor out now. You think that would help your views?
It really would.
Quite a bit, yeah. The
all right, I'll be right back.
As a Cowboys fan, I wanted to hate that podcast because Jason Kelsey's an Eagle, but they're really entertaining. It's really funny, and he won me over. So he was telling a story about they had his wife on, and she was telling a story about how they were swimming in the ocean, and he sees a shark. And instead of yelling shark to her, she knows because he swims past her so fast. That's how she knew. And I'm like, yeah,
I'm on board with that. Yeah.
That's absolutely something I would do. That was when two things happened with Jill and I. One, there was a time my fence in the backyard at the Arlington house, we're trying to fix it so the dog wouldn't get out. And she was behind she goes, we'll have to go behind the shed. And I was like, there's probably snakes back there. She's like, I'll do it. So she's going to do it. And as she's doing it, I'm like holding the thing up so it doesn't hit her. And she's looking back and I go, is my hair all right? And she's like, you really care about your hair right now when I'm walking through where there might be snakes? And then the second thing is we were cutting down a tree in the backyard, and she was up further on the tree, and I was down low cutting, and I heard the tree start to crack, and I dive off the ladder to get out of the way, and I don't say anything.
You leave her there.
To her, she's up in the tree. But my instincts kicked in, and I thought she's further in the tree. She's probably hearing it crack too. She did not, because she had the chainsaw going. But she wasn't hurt.
Your survival instincts are much more powerful than your chivalric instincts. So
I would say 100% yes. As in there and not. That's the instincts.
Chris, has anything ever come up where Stacy realizes that you are?
I think this is a you thing.
This is totally a you thing.
I am a supportive husband.
Totally a you thing.
I've gotten better.
Really? Maybe with his kids, he might jump in front of them, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No,
Except for when we were down at Mom and Dad's house in July, and the littlest one fell into the pool, and Stacy jumped in and got her because Andy was like, "Oh, I'll get her in a second."
I was turned the other way. I was
moving my hair wet.
I was moving a chair out of the pool so it wouldn't be in their way, and Stacy had the quick reaction skills.
Okay.
I heard about that all weekend. How come Stacy had to save him? Like, Stacy was closer.
Yeah, okay.
She was on it. Besides, that's how they learn how to swim, right?
Yeah.
Where was I?
We were talking
Taylor Swift.
Get distracted.
Oh, here's a good question. How well do you have to know someone before you're comfortable pooping at their house?
I don't even have to know them. I will go wherever.
Chris will go anywhere. Me, I don't even like going at home, so.
You what?
You don't like going at home?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I just, especially.
Whoa, we need to dive into this for a second.
No,
where do you poop then if you don't poop at home?
In the woods?
I don't like to do it when there's people at home. I try to wait till they leave. I don't know. It's just weird.
Really?
Yeah,
That's supposed to be home base, man.
I know.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable for me. Don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I guess, if I'm at your house and I have to poop, I'm gonna poop. Even if it's mid dinner party, I'm be like, sorry, I gotta handle something real quick. See you in about a half hour.
Books I could take in.
Yeah, there was a guy on my basketball team in high school that couldn't poop anywhere but home, and so he was the star player. This was when I was in Kerrville, and so we would always have to drive him home to go poop if the thing hit him. But man, God forbid you're at an away game. Like, he literally would not poop anywhere but his house ever.
No, I went to college with a guy like that freshman year in the dorm. He could not poop at college. He would only poop on the weekends, and he'd go home every weekend. That can't be good for you.
No. That guy's dead now.
Otherwise, completely normal dude, just could not poop anywhere but home.
I feel if I have to, I just don't like it. I'm not cool with it.
Yeah, I feel weird if it's somebody I just met. I feel like I got to know them at least a little bit.
I don't love public bathroom pooping in America, where we have the little gaps on either side and then top of. Why did they not make a? You go to Europe and it's a door all the way to the ground and it shuts and locks and yeah.
I swear to God, I mean, there's a lot of reasons Buc-ee's makes a lot of money, but the main reason the guy who started that is a multimillionaire is because their bathroom things go all the way to the floor.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I did not know that, but that's good tip.
Yeah.
Because women love the place because the bathrooms are so much not so. Yeah.
And they have somebody in there that's cleaning, and by the time he gets done cleaning, he starts again because it's such a big bathroom.
Yeah.
Painting the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that place is run like I mean, they got it down to a science. It's run so well. So the Wahlburgers, Mark Wahlberg and his brothers, see Buc-ee's and they think this is anybody could do this. So they tried to create a Wahlburger. I forget what they called it, like a Wahlburgers, like
Wally's.
Travel stop that's like Buc-ee's here in Texas, and they spent a ton of money on it. It looked incredibly nice, but they didn't pay the staff. They didn't follow all the Buc-ee's rules. They didn't have all the people. So within a week or two, within no time, it looks like crap in there. And that's the secret to Buc-ee's is they pay their people well and they have a lot of staff.
They probably had stall gaps.
Yeah. They probably had stall gaps.
We went in there when we were there last week. We went in there on a Sunday afternoon. Don't ever do that. I have never seen so many people in one place. It was like we're in Disneyland. It was ridiculous.
Well, when you take somebody from out of state or that hasn't, Buc-ee's is now in multiple states, but that haven't seen one, they're like, oh my God, this is like nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's the size of the parking lot and the food's good.
Sure.
Yeah, you're like, I'm filling up on pump 273. Can you get me on there? Nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, speaking of pooping, remember in Kerrville the house that had the bordello bathroom?
Oh yeah, bathroom. Yep.
Yeah, with the wallpaper that looked like a
red velvet wallpaper with gold leaf in it. Yeah,
made it look like a whorehouse. Yep. So there was one time Mom and Dad were having a party, and I thought it would be a fun science experiment to take all the toilet paper rolls out. So there was like a little bit of toilet paper on the roll, and I took all the rest of them out of the bathroom so I could clock who would ask, or because you just hear all the drawers opening when people were in there.
Yeah.
And finally somebody said, hey, there's no toilet paper. But the first multiple people, they either used a hand towel or they just did something because you hear them opening all the cabinets. Little social experiment.
Yeah, okay.
Torture, whatever. It's
sadistic, maybe.
Did you have
that pink carpet too when we first moved in there? Oh, yeah,
in the bathroom. It was deep pile pink carpet in the bathroom.
Yeah,
all the way up to the toilet.
Yep.
Yeah, they left that bathroom, that wallpaper on it for a long time.
Yeah, till Mom painted it finally.
They finally, because she thought it was funny because it was a conversation starter. Everybody would comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever pull any report card antics and force a signature or find some way to make sure mom and dad didn't get your report card?
Never a report
That was
card.
a you thing.
No, it was never a report card, but my signature is so close to mom's because I used to forge her signature all the time. I would just never, like, if we needed a parental signature, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll just sign it for mom because she wouldn't care. And then we figured out it was so good that, like, if my friends got detention in high school, the teacher would sign off on it and be like, yeah, just bring it to me. I got you. It's fine. Because mom was a teacher. So to this day, I've got a big J in the middle of my signature that looks exactly like mom's because of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
But never a report card.
I didn't. What was yours?
You didn't. I didn't have to because mom was on top of me so much, beating it into my head to get. I couldn't get a B or anything, so I didn't have to worry about it as much. By the time she got to you guys, she was, oh well. So.
Well, and I got good grades when I was a little kid, so I never had to forge the report card. But I got so good at doing signatures, I would do up buddies like Chris is talking about. I would look at their parents' signatures from their other stuff, and I could forge their parents' signatures and things. So I got people out of all kinds of stuff. I signed report cards for them. I signed permission slips. I had a little racket, but I charged money. I had a little racket going. Well, that's a valuable service. You got to get some dough from that.
Okay.
I have a feeling we all thought we were getting away with it, and the teachers just really did not give a crap. They're like, okay, there's a signature on it. Fine.
Whatever. Yeah.
Why is it in crayon? Who cares? Move on.
Your Recs and Rants are next, but first, I recently realized that our house here in Frisco, Texas, is in fact haunted. Bad news for the wife and kiddos, but good news for the show, content-wise, because I got him to agree to a quick interview to tell us what the afterlife is like. I believe his name is Edward. Edward, thanks for agreeing to speak to us on camera. Can you tell us what life is like being a ghost?
Both har overlapped. Så pratar vi fel. Dagsurdre.
Of course, I get a ghost that doesn't speak English. Not sure if I should call a priest or ice. Anybody got a recommendation or a rant, something that's bothering them or something they really, like a show they're watching that's really good? Or recipe you tried that's really good?
My wife and I have been watching Will Trent. It's pretty good.
Will Trent.
But
What's that
this
on?
last season's getting a little weird in places. Like they had one episode that had a lot of singing and dancing, which I thought was a little bit odd, but whatever. It's a detective show.
Did you watch Bad Thoughts, right?
Yes.
Tom Segura's.
It's good. It's good. It's really, really over the top, which is good.
Tom Segura.
Yeah, definitely very much him.
There's several times in there where you're like, I cannot believe they let him make this.
Yeah, like the whole Garth Brooks thing. You know,
I think it was clearly like he got the contract signed that said whatever I want, and
yeah. He's like, I'm gonna see how far I can push this.
The Garth Brooks one's great because I guarantee you he wanted to call him Garth Brooks, the character, and the Netflix lawyers were probably like, okay, that's like a bridge
just
too
too
far.
much.
That guy's got an enormous amount of money. Can we please not have him sue us? But that's actually what got me to start watching him because I thought that was so outrageous that he was pretending Garth Brooks was a serial killer. You know that bit, right, Chris?
yeah.
Yeah,
Where are the
right.
bodies, G?
So
Somebody at one of Garth's concerts stood up with a giant, cardboard sign that said that.
yeah, no, they do it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm sure he's super annoyed by it.
If I'm sure Garth knows, all he has to do is show up on their podcast, and they could make that like a bromance now instead of.
It doesn't help his cause that he's really weird on social media. Like,
Yeah, and that he always refers to himself in the third person.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Garth Brooks is going to do what Garth Brooks does. And if that's murdering, then that's murdering, It's Garth Brooks.
Last week's Game of Games answer from the category movies was C. The quote, "Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison?" is from Airplane. That exact question will be in one of our upcoming Game of Games live on social, YouTube, and on-site coming soon. Winners take home $250 and a spot in the semifinals to win more money and a trip to Vegas for the finals. Sign up now at andymeadowsshow.com. Here's today's question from the category video games. What classic game featured this sound? A. Super Mario Brothers, B. Sonic the Hedgehog, or C. Contra? Answer now at andymeadowsshow.com. That's it for today's show. We'll be back next week with a new episode of The Andy Meadows Show, coming to your favorite podcast platform soon as well.